Yeah, it was expected. I mean, we kind of knew the light was going to take at that point of time. It has been happening for a sort of interview. Not very difficult. I thought the guys were pretty switched on. I thought we showed great composure, great fighting spirit to be able to, sort of worked really hard in that last session on what was really, quite an unresponsive pitch even on the fifth day. So, no, I think the guys were very good and it was a really good effort, considering to be able to take, what was it, 8 wickets I think after lunch, 3 in that session and then 5 in the last one. Really run the game close, and with a little bit of luck it could have gone our way as well. But no, I think the guys really fought really hard. How much of Dravid the player is translated to Rahul Dravid the coach? I've actually sometimes forgotten that I used to be a player. I'll be honest, it's been a long time. I don't even think of myself as a cricket player anymore. That's a big question. I'm watching the game of the game. But look, you have experience as a player. I have experience of having played actually on this wicket and played some tough test matches on this ground and some really frustrating slow draws there as well, and some games we've managed to eke out on days 5 and managed to win some games here at Kanpur. So yeah, you have that experience, but having said that, a lot of the other guys have played on these wickets as well. We have a lot of experienced players in our team as well, so their experience is probably more recent than mine, so they bring that to the fore as well. But yeah, I try and keep those two things separately. I moved on and coach, and I think they're two different things completely. Of course, you have some experiences, you have some knowledge, you have some learnings from your time as a cricketer, but the game moves on. It moves on, and you move on, and things change. So you don't try and bring too much of that. Hopefully, at least that's what I think. Maybe the players might say differently. Yeah, look, I think it's just great to see the young guys come through, and perform straight away on debut. We saw that a little bit in the T20 series as well, with one or two of the players there who came in and made a good account of themselves. It's always really nice to see a young kid come through and do well for India in his first test match. It's not only just a reflection of that person, but it's also, I think, a very good reflection of the Indian system and the fact that we've probably been able to develop, and it's not just India is, obviously played Mumbai, various levels, but he's developed and he's grown into a cricketer that can come into the international scene and perform straight away, and that's always a really nice thing. It's a great thing to see. It's really happy for Shreyas. I think he's obviously worked very hard. He's had to earn it. It wasn't easy for him, considering the fact that of course he does average over 50 in first class cricket, but he hadn't played first class cricket for the last sort of 3 years. Probably wouldn't have made the 11 if we hadn't had the injuries and people hadn't been resting. But he got his opportunity. He's taken it with both hands and he's really shown his quality. Yeah, I mean, just the facts of the pitch were that it probably was low and slow. Probably didn't have that much bounce. Didn't have turn. You probably expect a little bit more wear and tear on these wickets in Indian conditions, over the course of 5 days. It just didn't seem to have that kind of bite. It's generally in India on days 5 you can challenge both edges. At least your spinners certainly can challenge both edges, both the outside edge for the catches and the inside edge, when you can beat people on the inside edge and get the LBWs. But honestly, in this game, the outside edge was virtually ruled out. And even till the last day, I mean, none of the edges carried, and there were very few catches close to the. I mean, I can't remember a catch close to the bat. I think Bharat took a couple, but other than that, it was nothing that's. So I mean, it sort of felt like there was only one way to get people out, which is bowled and LBW, and which is probably true in the last session. So I think we did a great job in spite of that to be able to prize out 9 wickets on the last day. But it was tough. I mean, look, we expect it to be tough in Kanpur. I mean, let's be honest, I've played here before. I know wickets here can be tough. But yeah, this was probably even lower and slower than anything I've ever experienced here. Usually on days 5 you should get a bit more help, or the cracks widen up a little bit. I don't know, maybe it's the winter, I don't know what it was, but it just felt like if you wanted to block and if you didn't want to score runs, then it really felt difficult to get people out, and we saw that, and we had quality guys who were able to make a game of this. Otherwise, this could have easily gone into become a dull draw. I'm not. I mean, you don't get worried. You don't get worried. Of course, you'd like more, runs from Ajinkya. I'm sure he would like a few more runs. But he's a quality player, and he's done well for India in the past. And he's one of those guys with quality, and he's got that experience. So hopefully, it's just a matter of an innings, or it's a matter of a game where he can turn that around. Certainly, he would like to score more runs. He knows that, and we know that. देखिए, हम लोगों ने डिसाइड नहीं किया है जो क्या हमारा प्लेइंग 11 होगा, अभी बहुत जल्दी होगी उसके बारे में. आज तो हम इस टेस्ट मैच के बारे में ही सोच रहे थे. जब बम्बई जाएंगे तो ऑब्वियसली वहाँ की कंडीशंस देखेंगे, पिच देखेंगे, लोगों की फिटनेस देखेंगे. विराट कोहली भी आएंगे, सो उनके साथ भी सलाह मशवरा होगा, और हम तब डिसीजन लेंगे कि क्या हमारी प्लेइंग 11 होगी और कौन खेलेगा. No, I don't think so. That's not my reading of the game. Till half an hour before we declared, we were under pressure. All the three results were possible, to be very honest with you. If we had got out and we had, obviously Wriddhiman Saha, showed great courage and character to be batting with the stiff neck that he had. We had lost our last 3 wickets quickly, and they were chasing 240, 250 with approximately 110 overs, then they're looking at 2.3 runs an over. So no, that's not my reading of the game. I thought we timed our declaration really well. We needed that partnership. If Shreyas, we lost Shreyas just before tea, and then we had that partnership which was critical for us from 167 for 7 to get to 234 for 7 was absolutely necessary. As you saw, this wicket is really flat. It's not easy to, if it was turning square and bouncing, and like I said, if we had both the edges in play, I would have, there would have been a different situation. But no, my reading of the game was not that at all. Even today, I mean, you walk into a ground and the opposition just needs under 3 runs and over, and that's not a lot of runs. That's not a lot of runs on the last day if a couple of batsmen get set. Yeah, of course, I thought we did it well. We timed it well. We managed to get a wicket yesterday, and we came very close today. So I thought we got that right. We were under pressure as well with the bat. I think people forget that. We were under pressure as well with the bat, even just maybe 45 minutes before we declared. Yeah, I think it's a phenomenal achievement. I think it's Harbhajan Singh was a really fine bowler, and someone I played a lot of cricket with, and terrific bowler for India. And what Ashwin's done to be able to go past him in just 80 test matches is a phenomenal achievement. I think it's, I think Ashwin's one of those guys he's been an absolute match winner for India. Even today you saw on this difficult wicket, the way he pulled us back into the game on that third morning with that spell of 11 overs, was absolutely phenomenal. And then today, just to keep us alive in the game, constantly be threatening on wickets like this, is a tribute to his skill and ability. I think he's just evolved. He's kept growing. He's one of those guys who keeps thinking about the game, keeps changing, keeps evolving, and that's why he's got where he has. I mean, you don't achieve what Ashwin has achieved without growing and improving and evolving. And I think it's a pleasure to have someone like him in the dressing room and to work with him. And yeah, he's phenomenal, and really happy for him.